In this video, we're taking a close look at Bellwether's complete villain arc from Zootopia, including her backstory and all the key events that shaped her. The movie doesn't spell out her past in detail, but we can piece together a clear picture of what she went through step by step, to understand why she turned out the way she did. It all starts during election season in Zootopia, when Lionheart was pushing hard to become mayor. He brought Bellwether on board not because he valued her skills or ideas, but purely as a strategic move to win over the sheep vote, a massive voting bloc he knew he needed.
I think Mayor Lionheart just wanted the sheep vote.
Lionheart saw her as a ticket to power, nothing more, and didn't truly care about her dreams or frustrations. That kind of dismissal planted early seeds of bitterness in Bellwether, who already carried a deep resentment toward predators from her own experiences. Even after the election, as assistant mayor, she got stuck in a dismal boiler room at City Hall instead of a proper office, which really drove home how little respect she received. Picture her there day after day, surrounded by humming pipes and dim lights, working long-hour shifts handling all of Lionheart's paperwork while he grabbed the spotlight and praise for everything.
Oh, no, but sir, you do have a meeting with herds and grazing. Sir, if I could just Oh, mutton chops.
This setup wasn't just inconvenient, it fueled her growing anger, making her feel constantly undervalued and pushed aside by the bigger, bolder predators who seemed to dominate everything. Over time, that boiler room became the perfect breeding ground for her twisted worldview. She started seeing the world in stark terms of us versus them, with prey animals like herself forever in the shadows of predators. Bellwether convinced herself that predators weren't just different, they were biologically flawed, savage at their core, and a threat that prey had to overcome. At its heart, her entire story revolves around years of being overlooked, ignored, and diminished, which twisted into a burning need for superiority, putting predators in their place while finally stepping into the real power she craved. When she discovered night howlers, those toxic flowers that can turn any mammal, predator or prey into a mindless savage state, she saw her golden opportunity to eliminate predators once and for all. She didn't hesitate to assemble a team of loyal rams, including a sharp chemist named Doug, who set up a hidden lab inside an abandoned subway car, far from prying eyes. There, they refined the flowers into a potent blue serum, perfect for her scheme, turning that grimy forgotten space into the nerve center of her operation. Her strategy was clever and ruthless: dart specific predators with the serum to make them snap and go savage in public, framing them as naturally violent and unreliable. This would ignite widespread fear across Zootopia, deepening the divide between predators and prey until panic gave her the upper hand. But Bellwether was patient, she never rushed it all at once. Instead, she played the long game, moving carefully step by step to avoid suspicion, building tension until the city was ripe for her takeover. She started by manipulating Judy, who wasn't taken seriously by anyone because of her size and species. Judy was desperate to prove she belonged on the force, so Bellwether dangled just enough support to nudge her into the spotlight. Posing as a helpful ally, Bellwether steered Judy right into the heart of the missing mammals case. In truth, she was guiding Judy exactly where she needed her, straight to Mayor Lionheart's secret hideout, where he was stashing the affected animals. Lionheart, being a lion himself, panicked, not over the suffering predators, but over the hit to his own image. If word got out that predators were going feral left and right, his leadership would crumble under the blame.
The only animals going savage are predators. We cannot keep it a secret. We need to come forward.
Great idea. Tell the public. And how do you think they're gonna feel about their mayor, who is a lion? I'll be ruined!
Sure enough, when Judy and Nick uncovered his operation, Lionheart lost his position, paving the way for Bellwether to step in as the new mayor. It worked like clockwork, and Judy was just a convenient pawn, used without even realizing it, her determination exploited to topple the old guard. From there, the city spiraled into chaos, with predators branded as ticking time bombs and prey demanding separation.
Go back to the forest, predator!
I'm from the savannah!
Protests erupted, trust shattered, and division ruled the streets, just as Bellwether had orchestrated. She knew Zootopia's numbers favored prey animals by a wide margin, so stoking that fear-insured predators would be sidelined, discredited, and ultimately pushed out forever, leaving her in unchallenged power.
Think of it. 90% of the population united against a common enemy will be unstoppable.
When Judy and Nick finally uncovered Bellwether's scheme and confronted her directly, she dropped all pretense and didn't bother hiding her true intentions anymore. She never got her hands dirty herself. That's what her team of rams was for, handling the risky tasks while she pulled the strings from a safe distance. What makes her so chillingly ruthless is her willingness to go to extremes, like the moment she fired a night howler serum pellet straight at Nick without a second thought, aiming to turn him savage and kill Judy. Luckily, Judy and Nick were one step ahead. They had secretly swapped out the serum for harmless blueberries, anticipating just this kind of trap. Nick sold the act perfectly, thrashing around like a feral fox, while Judy played terrified citizen, luring Bellwether into spilling every detail of her plan.
So that's it. Prey fears Predator and you stay in power?
Yeah, pretty much.
It won't work.
Fear always works. And I'll dart every Predator in Zootopia to keep it that way.
It was a smart reversal, turning her confidence against her, but it's sobering to consider what could have happened if the swap failed. Bellwether would have watched Nick tear into Judy, then twisted the tragedy into propaganda. A heroic bunny cop slaughtered by a savage fox. That story would have sealed Predator doom across Zootopia, handing her total victory on a silver platter. Instead, Judy's carrot-shaped pen captured the whole confession crystal clear, and with the Zootopia Police Department already closing in, officers slapped cuffs on her right there. In court, the recording left no wiggle room. She couldn't deny or dodge the evidence, landing her firmly behind bars. She also pops up briefly in Zootopia 2, but she's not important to the story. So that wraps up Bellwether's full journey across the Zootopia franchise, from her overlooked beginnings to her dramatic rise and inevitable fall.